Hi everyone, it's Miss Alicia with Purple Lily Buds, and thank you for choosing my channel. Today's mini lesson is lesson 4, and it's about tertiary colors. We will talk about what tertiary colors are, and I will give you an activity that will help you reinforce what you've learned about tertiary colors. Thank you for joining me, and if you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, and hit that little bell for future notifications. Hi everyone, it's Miss Alicia with Purple Lily Buds, and we are on lesson 4, tertiary colors. The tertiary colors are those fun colors that are between your primary and secondary colors. And those colors are red-orange, red-violet, yellow-orange, yellow-green, blue-green, and blue-violet. So you take a primary color and a secondary color and you mix equal amounts of both and you get a tertiary color. For a fun activity on tertiary colors, we are going to use watercolor paint and make our own tertiary colors. So in order to do this, you'll need a piece of watercolor paper, a watercolor pan set. It doesn't have to be this big with this many colors because you can make the tertiary colors by mixing a primary and a secondary color together. I just found one that has a lot of colors. You'll need a paintbrush, and I have a medium-sized paintbrush, a cup of water, an ink pen, and a paper towel. So the first thing we're going to do is write primary colors on one side of our paper. So I'm just going to write primary there, and then I'm going to write secondary on the other side, and then in the middle I'm going to write tertiary. So now we're going to start putting our paint on our paper, and then we're going to start mixing them together. So to start, we're going to put our primary colors first. And the primary colors are red, blue, and yellow. So I'm going to start by putting my red spot underneath the primary section on my paper. And I'm just going to put a red circle. Then I'm going to rinse my brush and I'm going to put a yellow circle under primary because it's a primary color. Then I'm going to rinse my brush again. And it's really key to rinsing your brush when you're doing watercolor so that you don't get the other color paint on your pan set. Then I'm going to get blue. That way you keep your pan set nice and clean. And I'm going to put a blue spot. So there's our primary colors. Next, I'm going to put my secondary colors for red. So the secondary colors for red are purple and orange because red and blue make purple and red and yellow make orange. So I'm going to put purple first under my secondary colors. And then I'm going to put orange because red is used to make orange. So I'm rinsing my brush. So now I have my two secondary colors that are made with red. So red and blue make purple, red and yellow make orange. Now, since I have orange on my paint, I'm just going to go ahead and put a spot of orange right there in the tertiary color section. Then I'm going to rinse my brush, and then I'm going to get red because we're making red-orange, and I'm going to paint right on top of that orange. So now I have red-orange in my tertiary spot. I'm going to do the same thing for purple, rinsing my brush, getting my purple, putting a spot right there under the tertiary colors for my purple paint, rinsing my brush and getting red. And I'm going to put that red right on top to make red purple or red violet. So there are two tertiary colors, red violet and red orange. I'm going to do the same thing for my yellow. So the secondary colors that yellow make is orange and green. So I'm going to start with green. And I'm going to put green under my secondary colors. And I'm going to go ahead and make my tertiary color since I have green on my brush already. So I'll put my green down. Then I'm going to use my yellow paint to make my yellow green. So now we have another tertiary color. We have yellow green. Now I'm going to get my second secondary color that is made with yellow, and that's orange. And put that under my secondary color spot. And since I have the orange in my paintbrush, I'm going to go ahead and put my spot of orange right there under my tertiary colors. And then I'm going to dip into my yellow after rinsing my brush and make yellow orange. You might need just a little bit more yellow than orange in this case since yellow is such a light color. So you might need to add just a little bit more yellow. So now we have tertiary color yellow-orange. And I'm going to do the same for blue. The secondary colors that you make with blue are purple and green. I'm going to start with purple and put purple under my secondary color spot. And I'm going to go ahead and put it under the tertiary spot. And I'm going to rinse my brush and get some blue and put that right on top of my purple and make blue violet. I might need to add some more purple because that blue is really dark. Maybe a little more. It's okay. You just keep adjusting and adding more until you get it mixed, because sometimes I don't get enough color on the paper to start with. So there's my blue purple. Then I'm going to go into my second secondary color that is made with blue, which is green. And I'm going to go ahead and put that under the tertiary color spot and fill my brush again to make sure I have enough paint. Rinse my brush, and then I'm going to get the blue, the primary color, and mix into my green. And now I've made blue-green. So that's a fun little activity that you can do to learn how to make tertiary colors. I hope that you enjoyed this. And it's a really pretty little thing. You could hang that up on your refrigerator if you want to as well, because it's a pretty little piece of artwork. So thank you for joining me again.